Hi, did you miss me? I know you didn't. It's okay. But you know what? Lie to me. Yeah, I'm back with another rant. So that's just pretty much all I'm doing these days with this channel is when a rant comes to mind and I think it's simmered enough to be worth trying to dredge it out and put it into words. I pop on here and see how badly I'm going to screw up, you know. But okay, screw up number one. You're watching me on a laptop in a room with a parrot across the way. And the laptop's on a wobbly surface, so hey, we'll see how this goes. I might not even be able to post it. I wanted to talk about healthcare. Canadian healthcare is a special thing. You know, they keep us healthy. Whatever you need, it's there. It's free. You just pop on in and away you go. Except it isn't. Um, a lot of the services that people use are patched together with charities with different criterias and different application processes, and generally more red tape and more barriers. Um, the more patches like this you have, the more people you have who fall through the cracks. They may fall through the cracks through not hearing about it, or they may be discriminated against for some reason, but they fall through. Now, for quite a long time, our governments have been quietly paring down the hospitals. Instead of increasing the budget to keep up with inflation, they have been reducing the services. When I was young, they had staff whose sole purpose was there to move patients around and clean up, and other staff who changed beds. I mean, they had a wide variety of staff that now the nurses do all of that in addition to their medical duties. As an example, they used to have a cafeteria in every hospital, and now one hospital serves the whole city via truck with predictable results. So now we have this pandemic. One of the things I've seen this pandemic do, my friends, to all of us, we call it the, I can't even say the words, but anyways, we've all gained weight while sitting on our little bottoms waiting to go outside and play again. And now that's where obesity and parasitism of the medical industry topic came to mind. I thought, well, if you're a virus or a parasite, your job is to evolve into the kind of being that can happily live off of its host indefinitely and find its way into every host. Kind of like the way dogs have become companions to humans. Now, dogs are more like a symbiosis. They bring us value. With any luck, healthcare would be that sort of thing, where we're getting the value that we need for the cost that we spend. However, there is more profit in becoming a parasite than there is in becoming a symbiote. Now, if you can keep your patients alive but sick, you make more money. So to keep us all a little bit obese with a lot of stupid minor complaints that cost a lot of healthcare money in Medicare in time, and that just cost a lot of money, whether we're paying it out of our pocket or out of our taxes, there's more profit in that. The weight loss industry, for instance, if they successfully help you lose weight and help you go on to live a life of fitness, they've lost a customer. It does not pay to actually deliver when you're a weight loss company. And I think the same is true of the healthcare industry. Now, there are levels. You see, the hospital uses the healthcare industry to do its thing. They're ordering supplies. So we're not talking now about the government supplied healthcare so much as we are the people who are supplying our system. They are private interest. They are companies who create medical supplies, equipments, and medicines. The huge raft of them, in a sense, in terms of how many different segments of the medical industry are carved up. And yet in each industry, there are very few actual companies available. And that's worrisome. That really is. they're making a lot of money off of us, and it's stuff that we can't say no to. That's, I think we're developing a parasitic health industry, and a parasitic health industry will not teach us to be healthy, which is not what we want. So I wanted to get on here, and my nose is starting to tickle with an allergy, unfortunately, so I'm going to cut this short. I wanted to get on here to say, hey, you, self-advocate for better health care, self-advocate for cheaper drugs, self-advocate for all of the care you need, and then please agitate politically. And I swear there's nothing better than a letter to communicate. To this day, an email will do. Most government organizations are legally required to read those. They're not legally required to deal with your phone calls. They're not legally required to pay attention to you on social media. But if you write them a paper letter, or these days an email, they actually matter of factually have to answer it, respond to it. The office has to respond to it. You still might not get through to whom you're trying to contact, but it depends on what layer of government and what the rules in your region are. Here where I live, they are required. If I write my member of parliament, he has to read my letter, and he has to at least have an assistant compose a response. Now, in the case of the letter I wrote, I got a response that he can send out to everybody who writes to him about the issue. And I didn't expect more than that, but because he's seen that the letter exists, because it has been managed and handled, it's been added to a mental count at the very least, if not a physical count, and they know how many people are talking about the issue. It helps give presence to the problem that you're writing about. So I do urge you not to feel like it's useless. It is said in media relations that one complainant is worth 10 quiet people, or 9 other quiet people. Only 1 in 10 disgruntled people speak up. So when you are a person who speaks up, you represent 10%, not 1%. Got that? Speak up. If you need to know how to act up in peace, I implore you to go onto YouTube and search Canada Freedom Convoy and start watching some of the live streams from Ottawa, Canada. They're definitely showing you how it's done. There's no litter. There's no violence. There's no harsh words. Well, except for the government. Lots there. There's cooperativity, organization, generosity, sharing and caring. And it's a beautiful thing to see. It makes me proud to be a Canadian, and sorry I can't be there with my schoolie. And hopefully I can be part of that kind of community at some point in my life. Again, I've been before, and I'm just kind of stuck in the wrong spot. All right, then. Stay strong out there. Be mindful. And Om Mani Padme Hum. Meditation really does work.